Metro devotes its entire front page to the wrath of Storm Ciarán. The paper says that Britain took a hammering in 100-mile-per-hour winds, which left 127,000 homes without power. And many of the papers also carrying dramatic images from Storm Ciarán. This picture, we can show you a picture now that was taken in West Bay in Dorset, which shows huge waves crashing onto the beach and cliff. And we've seen some very similar pictures across many of the front pages, actually. There's one on The Guardian, Tynemouth in Devon. Just the waves crashing in. You see the size of this, just compared, as you can see there, to the person standing probably a little bit too close.
As always, you always think the same things. Just don't be there.
Yeah.
Just don't be in that place. Go somewhere else. As we were hearing just a moment ago, Matt, a lot of people reeling from the events of yesterday, and those flooding problems really not going away.
No, exactly. I think the impacts will keep on going for a while, a lot longer yet. But whilst there is no severe weather as such in the forecast like we had through yesterday, the weather is still going to have some further impacts in the days ahead because we're going to see some further downpours. Now, today, a little bit of a respite for many in that some will stay dry with some sunny spells. Others, there will be occasional showers and downpours. And, of course, every drop of rain, not particularly helpful in some parts of the country at the moment.
Good morning. It's a dry, bright start this morning. Last night's rain has cleared. It is a day of sunny spells and scattered blustery showers.
That after Storm Ciarán yesterday, the fallout today, I suppose lots of people will be really concerned in terms of, as we've got flood alerts, flood warnings, is there more to come?
Some good news, Naga. Very good morning to us that we don't expect to see anything quite as severe over the coming days, but we're still in November. The weather's still looking pretty changeable, and we're going to have to watch for bouts of rain and also some gusty winds at times come through all the way into next week as well.
Now, look, this is a really interesting... Can you shuffle to your right just a little bit, please? Thank you.
There you go.
Because this is the rainfall, isn't it, in October,
Yes.
so last month. And you can understand, after Storm Ciarán, why people are concerned about floods. We're reporting it over and over again, and people will be concerned about it happening over and over again.
Indeed, yeah. Yesterday, the big story, of course, was about the wind, the damage that did, but flooding did occur, and it's mainly the rainfall we're concerned about through the coming week. Not massive, huge amounts, but when you look at this chart from the Met Office, shows how October's rainfall compares to normal. The darker blue colours are where we saw over double the normal October rainfall, and for eastern Scotland, Armagh, Down, Staffordshire, Nottinghamshire and the Isle of Wight, it was their wettest October on record. All that water is still sitting in the ground, so anything on top, like a sponge, just starts to come out, and that's why there's a risk of some further flooding over the next few days. So any drop of rain really unwelcome.
I'll tell you what, you and Carol have been so busy this week, haven't you, with kind of following Storm Ciarán, but also reassuring people when they see, you know, it seems like, you know, relentless flooding in various parts of the UK over the past few weeks, and people thinking, well, how much more is to come?
Exactly. We need to grab a little bit of optimism where we can, don't we? So I thought we'd start with that this morning. This is the view in the Isle of Man. Very good morning to you. Beautiful start. As you saw down with Vincent as well, it was sunny on the south coast as well. More of the sunshine, less of the rain, less of the strong winds today. That's the good news. Not completely done with the rain, though.
Matt, you were listening in there, and, you know, we talk about the rainwater levels and the storm speeds of the gusts, and then, as always happens, you hear those stories. You hear about people whose businesses or their homes are directly affected. It's genuinely traumatic, isn't it?
It is. The impact's devastating and heartbreaking in equal measure. And as we've seen, rivers, the ground respond in different ways in different parts of the country. Some of that rain can clear away quite quickly for some. The rivers quickly respond and fall down. But for others, it's ongoing. And we're at that stage now where it only takes a little bit more rain to tip the balance between one and another. Now, there is some good news in that we're not going to see the extent and amounts of rainfall this next week that we have seen. But every bout of rain just adds up. And today, well, one of the quieter days, let's put it, certainly compared with yesterday.